Hello everyone, today I want to do a color wheel. So I've got this kind of like pet peeve and I've had for quite a while. In art shops you can never find a color wheel that's accurate because every time they've got, every time they sell a wheel it's got red, yellow, orangey, and then the blue it's kind of like ultramarine and whatever. So they're mixing the colors, they're mixing. Obviously, RGB, which you might have heard of, is the opposite of CMYK. RGB stands for red, green, and blue. That's monitor screens, phone screens, anything that's a screen or deals with lights, LEDs, whatever. And CMYK, that stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and K for black, or ketone, I think. And white also, which we never talk about, but black and white are also primary colors. If you disagree, I disagree with you. But the problem is, every time you want to buy one of those, the colors are wonky. You know, if you mix yellow and red, you're going to get orange. No. A primary color is a color that you can't obtain by mixing. So you can't mix colors to obtain cyan, magenta, yellow, black, white. It's not going to happen. But if you mix those colors, you're going to get other colors. So the way I've done this, by the way, if you have a look in the description, I've put a blank wheel like this, a link on my website where you can go and download it and use it. Just to explain what I've done, so you got three wings. The middle one is, I just got the primary colors. So as I said, cyan, magenta, yellow. On the outside, I've added white to the colors, and on the inside, I've added black to the colors. You can add white and black at the same time, but then you're going to reduce the saturation. I've got a few videos on primary colors, feel free to have a look at those. But basically, what I need to tell you, I'm going to do a voiceover when I'm painting this thing, even though I ran out of space at the end. For example, if I mix pink and yellow at 50-50 ratio, I'm going to get orange. Even though it's not, right here I've got red, and you'll see in the video, I've obtained this red by mixing pink and yellow. So if red was a primary color of paint, it wouldn't work. So I know you've been told, if you're watching this, probably being told that red is a primary color. It's a primary color of light, not of paint, because you can obtain it by mixing. But what I had to do is do 80% pink, 20% yellow to get that red. And this is because the manufacturers don't do a paint that's accurate enough. And also when I'm mixing, I'm not doing it perfectly, but it's mainly the manufacturer. So that's why you can't do that. The same, in theory, if you were to mix these three colors, you would get black. It's very hard to do because, again, the paint is not always accurate. So just have a look and I'll see you in a minute.
Okay, so I wanted to do my own wheel with paint, and then I've done it with Photoshop, which you can download as well. So we start with CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, then RGB, red, green, and blue. So we've got the primary colors of light and the primary colors of paint. And then, so the primary colors of light are basically 50-50. And then I'm going 25 and 25. Here is a blank wheel, which you can also download. And then you've got the white ring, the black ring, and then magenta, yellow, and cyan. I didn't put RGB because it's no point confusing people too much. But so here are the main colors. So the middle ring is are the colors, and then we've got 50% white on one side and 50% black in the center. And so it makes more sense. I've added the percentages. So now you can see RGB on red, green, and blue, where it says 50%. And so I've taken each color. So the yellow, you can see, 25, 50, 75, and then the blue and the pink. So you can see which color has which amount of color in it. So basically, I recommend you to download this wheel. If not, paint your own. Start with cyan, magenta, and yellow, and then do 50%, 25%, 75%. The only thing is, when I painted this, I painted it wrong on purpose, because as I said, if I did with magenta and yellow, if I did 50-50, it wouldn't look red, it would look like the 75 one, 75-25, where it's orange. But this is where the theory and what you actually get differs when it comes to primary colors. So this is a complicated field, but it's quite simple once you get it. I love painting with primary colors. I mean, that's all I need. With my acrylics, I just need these 5 colors, and that's all I paint with. And brown saves me having to mix it, but I can mix it just easily. So yeah, I think it's quite self-explanatory this way, but I think you may need to have a look at it, maybe print it out, and then, or better yet, just look on your tablet, phone, computer, because then the colors will be more accurate. And I think it will make more sense if you try to replicate one color and then you mix your acrylics to get those colors. Acrylic, oil, whatever, it makes no difference.
Okay, so hopefully this makes kind of sense to you. I do encourage you to go and get this wheel off my website, or if not, just do your own, whatever. But do a wheel that's accurate. Don't go and buy one unless you're lucky enough to find one that's accurate. I haven't yet, and I've been to many art shops. So do one, learn the colors this way, and then all you have to do when you buy paint is just buy 5 colors and a brown if you want, and it's all good. Alright, I hope this worked. This was useful and helpful. That's all I got. See you next time.